I'm Tarana Burke, and one thing that people don't know about me is that I have a fashion blog. I blog under the name Yes She Slays. I've always loved fashion. I love getting dressed up, and it's sort of my personal style diary. I founded the Me Too movement because there was a void in the community that I was in. There were gaps in services, there was a dearth in resources, and I saw young people, I saw young Black and brown girls who were hurting and who needed something that just wasn't there. And so, you know, I'm an organizer, and one of the things that I was raised to believe in organizing is that a community problem needs a community response. I was surprised, certainly, that Me Too in relation to sexual violence was a hashtag in general because we had been using it for so long. But watching it take off was less of a surprise because it was person to person. And so I've seen the power of those two words over the years, and I've seen what they've done to people. So it's no surprise to me that once it was sort of like the veil was lifted and people saw it was okay to lend their voice to this chorus, I'm not surprised at how fast that spread. Probably really surprised at how easily we've been able to find synergy and work together, and how eager folks in Hollywood have been to be a part of the change and to lend themselves, lend their voices, lend their experiences to this moment and to this movement has been surprising. Gabrielle Union and Tracee Ellis Ross, Rashida Jones, Tessa Thompson, Kerry Washington, Viola Davis embraced me. It's so deeply moving. These are women who I look up to, who are just admire their work. You think of them as somebody very separate from you, but they weren't trying to help me from a Hollywood perspective, it was from a sister perspective. She is a voice and a leader in this movement that goes unnamed. And she centered her experience around sexual violence from the very beginning because her commitment to not just Black women, but survivors, but particularly Black women, has been awesome. She was at the Golden Globes and she said, "Is anybody giving you money? Is anybody?" And I was like, "No, we're small operations." Like, "I'm giving you some money." And she's gotten other actresses to give us money. People are looking at the corporate response and calling that the movement, and it's not. And so Harvey Weinstein being unseated from his position at his company and kicked out of the academy, that is also people don't have culpability, right? And so that they're not named, and they've done their due diligence. We excommunicated him, but we're not gonna do it retroactively. Bill Cosby has 60+ victims, you know, women who've come forward. Roman Polanski, sex with a child, Woody Allen, child sexual abuse, R. Kelly. These are people who we have heard stories about and know about and have talked about it for years, and it's still going kind of under the radar. And so I hope that those things come to light and people be for real. Like, if you're gonna really do this and we're gonna do the work of cleaning up the world, not just Hollywood, if you're gonna stand up and say that you represent this thing and you stand for it and you stand by survivors and you support survivors, then you gotta do it. One thing you can do is visit our website, and our website is metoo.mvmt.org. People who are watching this, who want to be engaged in the work of ending sexual violence, you can look for the gaps, because that's all we're doing. We are looking for the gaps in our communities, the gaps in services, the gaps in resources. Go to your job and get a group of people together and really read through the sexual harassment policy and see if it's adequate enough. You can go online and look for legislation that's pending in your city or your state right now around sexual violence that you could support. What people can do right now is get in the movement, get active, get up, stand up, speak up, do something.